The story of basic English. English has a lot of words, maybe too many. At least that was the thinking of an eccentric British writer named C.K. Ogden. In the 1930s, he proposed a new form of English with a vocabulary of just 850 words. He called the project Basic English. Can you do everything you need to do with just 850 words? Well, you can certainly manage without disembark, which Ogden argued can just as well be expressed with get off a ship. He found that hundreds of words could be replaced this way, with phrases made from more basic words. Even simple-seeming words like picnic, cement, or chimney could be replaced by other words. Ogden believed a restricted English would make the language more efficient and easier to learn. He also thought it would help us think more clearly. So which 850 words are the necessary ones? He discovered he could get rid of almost all the verbs, replacing them with phrases using basic operators like come, go, have, make, and be. In the Basic English Bible, God does not say, be fruitful and multiply. He says, be fertile and have increase. Winston Churchill became a fan of Basic English, thinking it would be a good way to help people around the world learn English, and he encouraged the BBC to use it. He also tried to persuade President Franklin Roosevelt to promote it. Roosevelt expressed mild interest, but couldn't help joking that Churchill's famous speech about offering his blood, toil, tears, and sweat to his country wouldn't have been so stirring if he had been able to offer the British people only blood, work, eye water, and face water. Despite attention from world leaders, Basic English never got very far off the drawing board. Ogden himself didn't actually use Basic English. Even his books about it are filled to the brim with all sorts of verbs and abstract nouns. But the idea lives on. In 1959, 2 years after Ogden's death, Voice of America Radio began broadcasting in something called Special English, using a core vocabulary of 1,500 words. English learners around the world still enjoy and understand the programs. But Special English restrictions are only loose guidelines. When seeking to express or explain, we don't necessarily need fewer words. We need the right words.